All right, today we have a Acer. This is a 3-axis surface grinder, automatic 3-axis. It's a size a 10 by 20 chuck. This is a Walker LBP electromagnetic chuck, very fine divisions on the surface of the chuck for holding small work pieces or smaller work pieces than a standard chuck would be able to hold. So this is actually a Walker, and the model number and stuff is here, and it also is equipped with a Walker Smart B chuck controller. The machine's currently wired for 220, 230 volts, 208. Any of those low voltages are fine. It has its own coolant tank, and in back of the machine is a hydraulic power unit that connects with a couple of hydraulic hoses and a plug. So everything can be operated by hand, manually. All these hand wheels, you have to push them in to engage the clutch, so you can move back and forth. You want to keep this out of the rack if we're going to go into the hydraulic mode. And yes, this thing was running, so it's very quiet. The spindle is actually running. You can't hear any of it. There is a DRO mounted on it. And on the right side here, below the table, or on the side of the saddle, are dogs that you loosen and you slide to adjust the length of this stroke. So this will just keep going back and forth to where they have these dogs set. You can stop that by stopping the table. And this starts the table or slows it down. So you also have a power up and down for rapid adjustments. Here you can go down, and here you can go up. You have two types of grinding, or you also have your CROSSFEED. If you put it in manual, you can go, why not? Okay. You have a mode selector switch here for what I just did, that rapid up and down. You have to be in the rapid up and down mode. And in order to move the saddle, you actually have to be in the surface grinding mode. And then if you're in hand, it allows you to move that saddle in and out. If you were in the plunge grinding mode, it won't allow that. And if you're in just the zero, the manual, it won't even allow it. So you got to actually be in the surface grinding mode, which is the flat line, as opposed to the one with the groove for plunge grinding. So you got all that, and then let's see what happens when we start this up. You have a plunge grinding cycle. So what we can do is put this in plunge. This is going to plunge until it gets to the zero. We're just going to use the table. There's a button here to press. A light comes on and you know you're down feeding. All right, so this feeds counterclockwise, and we're going to do another cycle. We'll bring the camera over, but it stops at zero there, and it's going to do some spark outs, and that's pretty much it. Your auto feed light went out, and you're sitting here at zero. So now the operator you need to stop the table and back your wheel up however much you're going to back it up, then start another cycle and make whatever adjustments you want and start your down feed again. They don't actually have to move the hand wheel. You can use the hand wheel manually to touch off your workpiece and come up with a size for the sock removal, and then you just move the dial and it will feed down to zero. And here you can adjust the increment to make this smaller and smaller, or larger. So that'll go down until it gets to the zero, and at that point the down feed light will go off, and the whole down feed mechanism will stop working. And if this isn't really zero, if you need to take more off, what you would do is carefully move this dial another couple of tenths or a couple of thousandths, and then do it again, and that's pretty much how you fine dial it in. So take it, you have to take it off 0, and then let's say we want to go to surface grinding, which is that position there. Once we get the table going, to select a direction. Each time the saddle reverses, once you start your down feed, you're going to feed the same way, down to 0. Just for the video it takes quite a bit of time, but you see as it reverses it moves. This is how all of these types of surface grinders operate. They're all pretty similar. This one I have to say is pretty quiet. That's about all I have to say about it. Thank you very much.